In Pennsylvania, the parents of a toddler are facing child endangerment charges after their child stuck his hand into a wolf enclosure at a zoo. A wolf got a hold of the toddler's hand, but thankfully the injury is minor. Let's go live now to CBS News correspondent Tom Hanson. Tom, break down what happened here.
Yeah, Liz, well, good to be with you. A really terrifying scene here unfolding over the weekend with that 17-month toddler sticking their hand through the fence of a wild wolf enclosure and getting bit by the wolf. Fortunately, no serious injuries to report here. The child is expected to make a full recovery. But as to what happened here, apparently, according to the police report, the parents were sitting about 30 feet away, buried on their phones, seated on a bench, while their child was up close to this enclosure. Now, I went inside. We weren't allowed to film. We weren't allowed to take photos while we were in there, but I could just describe to you what exactly we saw because we went right to the wolf enclosure to see it for ourselves. And what we saw was a wooden fence, basically 3 beams on the fence, and then about 6 feet of distance between that perimeter fence and the actual fence of the enclosure. It is not a crazy thought to think that a small child could dart underneath and get dangerously close to these animals. Prosecutors, though, are saying that both of these parents are responsible. They're facing one count of endangering the welfare of children. Each parent is facing that count because it is within reason, according to the prosecution, that parents should be responsible for the safety of their children in the event that there is imminent danger or the potential for danger. And let's be real, these zoos are home to wild animals, apex predators like these wolves. And so theoretically, this is a somewhat dangerous environment for a small kid without adequate parental supervision. And so that's what the prosecution is pushing back on here in order to bring these charges against these parents. Another thing that's going to be looked at here, Liz, of course, is protocol with the zoo. Was the zoo maintaining safe and secure spaces for people to come inside and not be at risk of getting injured? One legal expert who we spoke to said that fortunately this was a better case scenario out of all the things that could have happened. This could have been a lot worse for this child. I don't know if you caught that 60 Minutes report that Anderson Cooper did about a year or a year and a half ago where he almost got nipped by a wild wolf. But these wolves, they may look kind of cute and fluffy, but they are apex predators. That is something that everyone should keep in mind when they are taking their children, even to a family-friendly environment like a zoo, Liz.
Absolutely. Tom Hanson, a great reminder. Always be careful when you're at a zoo around apex predators. Thanks so much.